Imagine walking into a supermarket to buy a bottle of shampoo. You turn the corner, and there they are. Dozens of bottles lined up like an army of possibilities. Smooth hair, shiny hair, strong hair, coconut-scented, argan oil, volumizing, anti-dandruff. You pick one up, put it back, grab another, and then another. 10 minutes later, you finally choose one. But instead of feeling satisfied, you feel drained. You start to wonder, did I pick the right one? Was there a better option? Welcome to the paradox of choice, the idea that while freedom is good, too much freedom can make us miserable. For most of human history, we lived with few choices. One type of bread, one type of job, one kind of life. Today, we have hundreds of cereals, thousands of careers, millions of lifestyles to choose from, and we thought this would make us happier. After all, choice equals freedom, right? Freedom equals happiness. But something strange happened. Instead of feeling liberated, we started feeling anxious, uncertain, and unsatisfied. Why? Because more choice doesn't just mean more freedom, it means more decisions, more expectations, and more regret. Psychologist Barry Schwartz called this the paradox of choice. He found that when people are given too many options, they often feel less happy with what they choose. In one famous study, a grocery store offered 2 samples of jam. On one day, they had 6 flavors. On another, they had 24. You'd think more choices would mean more sales. But here's the twist. When there were fewer options, people were 10 times more likely to actually buy the jam. Why? Because when we have fewer options, it's easier to decide. We feel confident. But when we have too many, our brains go into overdrive, comparing, analyzing, second-guessing. It's not choice, it's mental chaos. Think about it. You open Netflix. Hundreds of shows, endless scrolling, infinite genres. You spend 20 minutes searching, and then you give up, tired before you've even started watching. Or you scroll through online stores. So many shoes, so many shirts, so many deals. You fill your cart, delete it, fill it again, and end up buying nothing. The modern world has given us abundance, but abundance comes with a cost: decision fatigue. Our brains are wired to make a few important choices, not thousands of tiny ones every day. Every "what should I wear?" or "what should I eat?" drains a little energy, until by the end of the day, we're not out of time, we're out of mental fuel. And even when we finally choose, we're not done, because choice brings expectation. If you have only 1 or 2 options, you're grateful for what you get. But if you have hundreds, you expect perfection. You expect the best meal, the best phone, the best partner, the best life. And when reality doesn't meet that impossible standard, you blame yourself. You think, if I had chosen differently, I'd be happier. That's not freedom, that's self-torture. This is why after buying a new gadget, you might feel a strange sadness. It's not just about money, it's the silent echo of all the other options you didn't choose. Psychologists call it opportunity cost. Every time you choose something, you lose something else, and your mind keeps score. When you pick one path, you can't help but wonder what might have happened on the others. That what if grows quietly in the corners of your mind, and slowly, it steals your peace. The paradox is everywhere, not just in shopping, but in relationships, careers, even dreams. Dating apps give us endless profiles, but also endless doubt. Each swipe whispers, maybe the next one will be better. So we keep searching, comparing, never settling. Not because we're picky, but because we're afraid of missing out. And that fear, the fear of missing out, is the engine of the paradox. We don't want to make the wrong choice, so we delay, overthink, or refuse to choose at all. But here's the truth. When you avoid choosing, you don't avoid pain. You just choose a different kind of pain. And even when we finally decide, something else happens. We don't celebrate, we doubt. We replay our decisions in our heads like a broken record. Maybe that other job would have made me happier. Maybe I should have gone with the other apartment. Maybe I should have stayed single, or not. And so we drown in regret, not because life is bad, but because our minds are addicted to imagining better versions of it. But here's the twist in this story. The solution isn't to get rid of choice, it's to change our relationship with it. Because choice isn't the enemy, expectation is. When you stop expecting perfection, you start finding satisfaction. When you stop chasing the best, you start appreciating what is. Here's a secret. The happiest people aren't the ones with the most options. They're the ones who make peace with the ones they have. They commit. They decide. They say, this is good enough. Not because they've given up, but because they've chosen to be content. And that's the real freedom. Not having every choice, but not being enslaved by them. In fact, limitation can be a gift. Artists thrive under constraints. Musicians innovate within scales. Writers find their voice by following form. Freedom without limits leads to chaos, but limits give shape to creativity, clarity, and meaning. Maybe life works the same way. So the next time you're standing in front of too many doors, remember this. Every yes means 100 no's, and that's okay. Because meaning doesn't come from having every option, it comes from owning the one you choose. And in a world that tells you you can be anything, remember that happiness begins when you stop trying to be everything. So don't chase the perfect choice. There isn't one. Instead, make a choice, and make it perfect by how you live it. Because the real paradox of choice is that when you finally stop looking for more, you discover you already have enough.